What's going on, guys? B-Rock here, bringing you another audio commentary. Got a little Arma 3 Alpha Wasteland going on in the background. But as you know, this commentary is not going to be about the gameplay. But what we are going to be talking about are the recent rule changes that the NFL has implemented. Now, if you follow the NFL at all, you know the big one, the running back one. And I'm going to touch on that one later. But first, I want to just get out of the few lesser known rule changes, but they're still important to the game, so I'm going to let you guys know about them real quick. The first one is the peel back block. It was legal to do a peel back block, and what a peel back block is where an offensive player could come up behind a defensive player within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage and inside the tackle box and take his legs out low from behind. I don't understand why this was a rule, and you don't really see any NFL players doing it anyways, so I'm glad it's gone. So, the next thing is the tuck rule. Now, if you are a Raiders or a Patriots fan, you probably know what the tuck rule is. This was a rule that should have been out the year after it was implemented. It was a stupid rule, but if you don't know what the tuck rule is if a quarterback's
Where do you want?
cocking his arm back to throw a pass and decides to not throw the pass and goes to tuck the ball back into his arm and loses control of it before he has it tucked in, that used to not be a fumble. It used to be a tuck rule. It used to be basically like a pass, and they'd call it an incomplete pass. So that rule's completely gone now. No more. The next thing, which is kind of actually, it's not really a rule change, but kind of like just taking out a loophole, because if you if you didn't know that all touchdowns in the NFL now are automatically reviewed in the booth. Now, if a head coach of the defense who just got scored on, or the team that just got scored on, would throw a challenge flag because the play, he was down before he crossed the line or crossed the goal line, whatever, blah blah blah. He stepped out of bounds. If a coach would do that, that play would automatically become unreviewable. Now they have where if the coach throws the challenge flag, it'll still be reviewable, but the coach will get penalized, or they'll get a timeout removed. So I'm glad they took that little loophole out, like I said. So tight ends and H-backs can now use 40 to 49 numbers. They were only allowed to use the 80s before, so really nothing. But now to the big one, the running backs. Now, what the rule actually reads is, running backs cannot make forcible contact with the crown of their helmet on a defender in the open field. So inside the tackle box and 3 yards within the line of scrimmage, they're still allowed to lower their head, get through those for those goal line stands and the short yardage situations, which was my only issue with it at first. I didn't know that they were implementing the line of scrimmage and inside the tackle box. So once I heard that, I didn't have much issue with it. Now, lots of big Hall of Famers, from Jim Brown to Emmitt Smith, and even current players have commented on this, how they either think it's going to hurt the game and it's going to change it, widely change it, and there's been other ones that have said they don't really believe it's going to change it at all, and it's kind of been 50-50. But my opinion on it is, I don't see it changing the way football is going to be played. It's all going to be about how referees are shown. Now, if you didn't see the Kurt Coleman hit last year, he played for the Philadelphia Eagles, got his head taken off by a running back who did this, who lowered his head, hit him with the crown of the helmet right underneath of his helmet, and it was a pretty nasty hit. So those are the calls that I think they're trying to take out of the league. But now the referees, like I said, how referees are inconsistent. How one would call a pass interference on something, and another one would think that that was all right. They'd let them play. This is the only thing that I'm kind of worried about. How inconsistent the referees are going to be from one game to another. You know, different referees. So it's all about how the league goes and shows these officials. This is what we're trying to outlaw. You know, and hopefully we get lucky and we don't have anything like they were. But that's my time, guys. Leave your comments in the section below. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. And as always, take it easy, YouTube.